Good morning and welcome. It is Saturday, the 2nd of April. I am Flatcap Callum and I'm hoping you're all very, very well. All right, coming up today, we've got a normal staking day, so £20 through our Sky Bet account. We'll do the recap of yesterday first, and then we'll have a quick word on the golf. So a fairly straightforward, standard-looking day. It's not the best Saturday, to be honest. The Scottish Grand National is looking like a lovely race to be watching and have a little bet on. Outside of that, I'd say it's below average as Saturdays go. So I've got enough bets to you that I'm happy with, and that's what we're going to put out. Before I go into yesterday's bets, I want to make sure that everybody's super, super clear. This week has not been going well so far. It's not our friend. So we're down about 48, 49 quid for the week, which if nothing turns up over the weekend and we don't have a good Saturday or Sunday or the golf, then will well be our worst week on the channel. So currently, worst week on the channel is £16 loss, which I am quite amazed that is only the worst loss. I was expecting when setting up the channel we'd have worse weeks than that so far. So I'm happy kind of where it is. The channel is making 20% profit so far, but there's no guarantees that will maintain because everybody has had bad spots, and that's not out of form, in form. I don't really believe in that. I believe you have bad days strung together and good days sometimes string together, rather than it be good form or bad form in this game. So it's not been a great week so far. And let's hoping for something nicer to pop up over the weekend. But what I want to be really, really clear for those of you who are new to this channel, I could come on and say we had a 14-1 winner yesterday. It was brilliant, and the day before we had a 12-1 winner, and I could change the subject headings in my YouTube videos to flag that point. Overall, it don't matter to me because we haven't made a profit, so I'm not going to celebrate those things. So they are true facts, but actually, the way that I operate this channel is honesty and transparency, and I know a lot of you appreciate that. And I've had some really nice comments recently about the honesty and transparency, and I'm glad you appreciate it because that's what I'm trying to do. And so when it goes well, I'll tell you it goes well, and when it goes bad, I'll tell you it goes bad, and that's part of the gig as far as I can see. Because I ain't after your cash, I just want to share some of my knowledge. So yesterday's bets. This one was no so good. So Croso Comrade was one out of the placings, but no cigar. One to Elmos Man. It looked like it was going to get there in terms of started a run, then got kind of short of room. So that was finished about midfield. And then Nelly Murphy. I know a lot of you were on it, and I really stand by it. Was well worth a go given the variance in the side markets. But ultimately it ran to where the betting market said it was going to run, which was 5th of 6th. So disappointing. So nothing back on bet 1. Bet 2 was our best bet at Southwell or Southwell. 435 Air Show, that placed at 4th, but I think only Sky Bet paid it. Then we had Jack Ryan win 14-1. Got exciting. Mudleham was running up decent with the pace and then faded. And then Kulu did place. So if you've Sky betted it, you'd have had each way treble with the winner. If you were any other bookmaker, I think you should have got an each way double at least with the Jack Ryan single. So decent for bet 2. Bet 3 was the Dundalk bet. Not great there. Godhead, disappointing. Artistic Work, disappointing. Eloy de Mavrao, we'll call it. That was again a bit like one to Elmos Man. It was coming and couldn't get any room. So I think it's one to watch next time out because it will get marked up as a poor run this time, and therefore the price will be artificially higher than it should be next time. So keep an eye on that next time it runs. And then Mosaib, 12-1. It was doing a brilliant race. It went from the front. It couldn't quite hold on. It was 20-1 on the SPs. So if you've got 20-1, brilliant. It was a nice place. 12's on the bet, but overall the bet was a losing bet because we had one single. And then finally, this Trixie, Chapter 2, didn't quite get there. It was 5th. 4th would have paid out at 18s. It actually got backed into 6-1. Crystal Clare did place, and then Call the Loom was disappointing. So nothing back there. So 20 on, 16, 10 back is what I got. So it was a 390 loss. And as I said, that puts us just short of 49 loss for the week. So not a great place to go to the weekend. We've gone into these weekends before and it's turned around and done nicely, and sometimes it just doesn't. So I can't make any guarantees. I'm happy with what we're doing today though. So bet 1, we've got an each way Trixie. So I've got 3 through the Scottish Grand National in these bets. So number 1 of these is in this one. So 320 is your bet for this. So the 1 o'clock Newbury, been and gone. We had it when it placed at 200-1. Today it's back in my bets at 18 to 1. So been and gone 18 to 1 at 1 o'clock Newbury. 115 Air, Gold, Debois, 11 to 2. And then there are no extra places on those races. And then we've got them with Fiddix in the Scottish Grand National at 66s. For me, that's the value play. I think there's a ton of value in Fiddix. It's not going to be my best one. I'll tell you when we get there. But Fiddix is the value play for me at 66s. I think paying 7 on Sky Bet, a lot of bookies are 6 at least. It's worth a little nibble singles at 66s because it runs well fresh. I think it's going to like the ground, and the evidence suggests it has got some looking like it might stay on, even though it's not really gone much further than 3 mile and 1. So it's a bit of a more tester today, but I think it's a value play for a little single. I've put it in this bet. We've got 20p each way Trixie and 2 40p each way singles on number 1 and number 3 there. That's bet 1. Then bet 2, I've got a win lucky 15. As well advertised on this channel, the win bets have fallen off a cliff. I'm having a mare with them. So it's been a while since we've even had a win on the win bets. But I've got a win lucky 15 to you today. That's where I'm seeing the value. So I got 142 Chepstow, Cobra de Mai, 8 to 1. 3 o'clock Air, Do Your Job, 7 to 4. 320 Newbury, Fanzio, 5 to 1. 355 Newbury, Barton Knoll, 6 to 1. So I've done it as a 32 pence win lucky 15, and that makes £4.80 you bet. So that is bet 2. Then I've got bet 3, which is the main bet in terms of our monies today. 245 newbies, quite a lot of non-runners. So Sky Bet were 6, and I think they're now paying 4. So have a look, see what extra places you can still get there. Next Door Alice, 10 to 1. Then we've got in the main race, Scottish Grand National. That's the number 1 horse for me. There's not a ton of value in the price. Cool Mix is the one for me. Last week I had the winner of the Lincoln, and I was quite open and said the Lincoln's been a good race for me. Scottish Grand National, less so. So as much as I'm telling you, that's my horse for the Scottish Grand National, Cool Mix. My record in that is not as good as the Lincoln. So Cool Mix, and then we've got 2 at Leopardstown, 455 Carfook, 22 to 1, and 525 Transition. That's been absolutely hammered this morning. It was 40 to 1. I don't know by the time I upload this video what that price is going to be, but it was worth it at 14s. I think I don't see it going down much lower than that, but there's probably a ceiling on that horse for this bet, maybe about 8 to 1. So 14s was worth it. So 20p each way lucky 15. We've got a 30p each way double on the top 2. So Next Door Alice and Cool Mix, 30 additional double on that, and then an additional single on Carfook, which is probably the best value horse of the day. So that is bet 3. And then to finish us off, bet 4. We've got last little lucky each way lucky 15. 335 S. This is my number 3 horse really. In terms of, it's probably second best horse, but the third best one for value at 14 to 1. So I'm going with the Wolf. And then 3 at Lingfield, 415 Marion's Boy, 5 to 1. 450 Lingfield, Uncle Bernie, 15 to 2. 550 Lingfield, Broughton's Peace, 11 to 2. They're not big prices today. That's where I think there's a little bit of value in them. But it's not huge at all. I wouldn't be betting those bottom 3 single bets. So I've done them in accumulator, but I wouldn't take them as a single. And that's 16 pence each way, lucky 15. I know sometimes these sound like funny numbers. When you got a lucky 15, it always rounds up to nicely to a 0. So it might sound weird, 16 pence, but it is a 480 bet. That is bet 4. All right. That's the horses. Word on the golf. In an okay position right now. So Kevin Chappell is tied for second, so that's a really good place to be. And then Lahiri and Kirk are not too far away in terms of, they're only a few shots away from placing. So halfway point, I'll take that. We've got 3 that missed the cut, 3 that are in have all got chances. So kind of all to play for, I'd say, in the golf. It's a really congested leaderboard. Someone could definitely come out the pack and win that, or it could be one of the ones at the top. It's really, really open, I would say. That's what I've got. You enjoy your day. Tomorrow, I'm expecting it probably going to be half stake day. There's not loads going on. There's a few handicaps. Maybe Ireland is a place to go for looking at around big field handicaps, but probably going to be half stake, I'm thinking. So enjoy your day. Don't go too crazy on my bets today, but hopefully we can have something to turn it around. And I will see you in the morning. Thank you very much.